Hey everybody, Mike here, and welcome to the Street Fighter Summer Event video. As promised in the last Street Fighter Summer Event video, I'll be doing a trade paperback of this right here from Udon Comics Studios. This is Super Street Fighter Volume 1 New Generation. And in this trade paperback has 10 chapters, so this video will be in 2 videos. In this video, I'll be reviewing 5 chapters. And then next time, in next Super Street Fighter trade paperback review, I'll review the other 5 to conclude Volume 1 of the book. So, we start off with the prologue of the New Age, where Lord Gil talks about the secret society, and the artwork's drawn really nicely. And from what I heard from his statement, it's like what we're going to expect in the story, which is something I looked forward to reading. So then we go to where Guile talks with Gibson about an agent that he handpicked him for an assignment, and he wants to look for him but can't find him. So also he's actually knows that Bison has been dead. I mean, that's what all of them believe after what happened in the past. And here's some more artwork that I wanted to show. And this was like talking about the Street Fighters that he crossed paths with, and he was saying, at least knowing that Bison's dead, the society could be even worse. So he thought maybe Ryu. I'm not going to say Ryu because everyone keeps correcting me saying it's Ryu, so I'm going to try and remember to say Ryu. He wanted to talk to him. But unfortunately, he meets up with Sakura with something wrong with her eyes because they're like glowing red. And from what I remember last time when Ryu was possessed in the animated series, that could mean something else. So we go to the second story. By the way, the stories are written by Ken Su-chung. Just forgot to mention there. And the artwork's drawn realistically, like very different in sort of ways. And Guile's like saying, where is Ryu? Like I want to know, what's going on. Sakura keeps saying, if you want to find Ryu, he's my business, not yours. And she knocks out Gibson, and she just goes off by saying, Ryu and his captors are mine, so don't even bother looking for him. And Guile's just wondering what happened. Then we go to the Hong Kong restaurant where Ken and Sean are in this, and we saw this when I reviewed issue 0. And there's this mean guy in the restaurant who causes a little bit of a ruckus. Whereas the other 2 people who own the restaurant know Ken, because he's like very famous and all that. So they have a fight with him, and they put him in his place. Meanwhile, Ken gets a call from Guile saying that, Sakura's changed, and everything else has been going haywire along with a new mission. So with Gibson in the hospital, Guile gets a visit from Alex. And why? Well, we're going to find out why, in future stories. So we go to the bonus stage story of School in the Summertime. And this story is written by Chris Sims. And it's where Balrog is fighting one-on-one with Dudley. And Dudley's more of a classic type person, while Balrog is the heavyweight champion. So, as they fought, Dudley won, and he offers Balrog a cup of tea, and he gets mad at him and everything, and Dudley's all about just being classic, so basically, he finishes him off with the Rolling Thunder, and then he says, next time someone offers you a cup of tea, it's yes please or no thank you. And I thought that was pretty funny. Then we get to the next bonus stage story called Wrestler Mania, where Honda talks about to the committee why he believes sumo wrestling should be an Olympic sport. And he talks about all that, and we get a interruption from Hacken right here, and he says, I beg to differ, because he wants Yugla, which is Turkish oil wrestling, to be an Olympic sport because it's a lot better than sumo wrestling. So Honda and Hacken have a huge fight scene with each other to see who will get which Olympic sport, which turned out to be a draw. And then they said, well, when the next available slots opens up, it'll be in the 2032 games. And you know, they didn't take it very well, so El Fiorete makes an appearance saying that Lucha Libre should be added to next Olympic Games, and they're like saying, like, oh no, not you too, and they just go after him. I thought that was hilarious for that one. So next we go to bonus stage, Alex's Sanctuary. And this is more of an origin story of Alex's life, of how he lost his father, because his father was in the military. So this other guy looks after him to, you know, to be, you know, that could step in for him. And he also was influenced by being a wrestler in the ring. So then 10 years later go by where he's, you know, a wrestler, because we find out how he becomes a wrestler. And if you want to find out more, you could definitely read the book. And then we get someone that actually comes in that actually wants to have a minute with, oh, what's his name? Like, I believe he remembers a wrestler named Tom who was a pretty good wrestler. So he talks to actually Tom, and that's the guy who actually took Alex in to have a talk with him. And what's the talk about? Well, we find out next time, because that's all 5 chapters of the trade paperback. Next time we meet, I will do round 2 of Alex's Grudge, which is actually where it left off, where Alex met Guile at the hospital, to see why, and we'll find out why he's there, and find out more information about what happened. So for the first 5 chapters I read, it's really great. I'm definitely looking forward to reviewing the next 5 chapters in the next video, but really great stuff. And if you thought the 5 chapters in this was crazy, I think in the next 5 chapters is going to be even more crazier than in this review. But really great stuff that was in this 5 chapters, and it's recommended to pick up. And that's all. So that is the first part of the Super Street Fighter Volume 1 New Generations trade paperback of the Street Fighter Summer event. Before I go, don't forget to check out Comic Related and ComicFrontline.com. Together, both of us are your #1 source for comic related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Subscribe to this channel today. And also, comment below if you picked up this trade paperback, anything that interests you that made you want to go out and buy this book, or any questions. Please feel free to comment below, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. So, until next time, everybody, I'm Mike, and tune in next time in the next Street Fighter Summer event, where we will conclude the Super Street Fighter Volume 1 with the next 5 chapters. So take care, keep watching, and always keep fighting. Later, everybody.